This NBA season has been full of twists, starting from the Luka Doncic-Anthony Davis trade that flipped expectations overnight, shocking even the most seasoned fans. Just when it seemed the dust had settled, the Denver Nuggets made headlines of their own, and it's just before the playoffs too. With 3 games left in the regular season, they fired head coach Michael Malone. After nearly a decade at the helm, his exit felt more like a plot twist than a team strategy. With the playoffs knocking at the door, the timing couldn't be more dramatic. Now, amid all the chaos, even though Shaquille O'Neal is concerned about the way things ended with Malone, he and Vince Carter haven't hit the panic button just yet for the Nuggets. They're holding on to a key reason for optimism.
I would have liked it to be done a little more professional. The winningest coach in Denver won a championship. They still fall in the formula of possibly winning another championship. Despite what's going on, you want to have some type of home court advantage.
Then came the reminder only Shaquille O'Neal could deliver. A bumpy ride doesn't mean the destination changes.
My first one was smooth, my second one was not smooth, my third one was rough, the fourth one, we lost to Detroit, went and got another one in Miami, that was not smooth.
Vince Carter expressed concern that the move might do more harm than good for the Nuggets, adding that it introduces instability when the team should be focused on preparing for the postseason.
My only thing is the timing of it all. And I'm thinking of, if I'm thinking as a player, now we're 3 games out of play-in into playoffs. And this is the time we're trying to get ourselves, our roster, the way we're gonna play, our rotation, all of these things. We're in the 4th, so we have home court advantage. We're playing for an opportunity because they're still good enough. It's not like this team is not good enough, injuries or whatnot. And I get it. Sometimes you need to change the voice, and maybe you have that meeting or something, and you do that later. It just timing. The timing just bothers me, and I get it. If there's something bigger than what we're thinking, where it needed to happen immediately, that's fine. But it's like, when I'm going into the playoff, you want your leader, you need your voice, and I get it. Sometimes the voice is not carrying over, so you need to figure it out. But February, if you're not sure, like all of a sudden, I feel like now needs to happen. With 3 games left, moving to the playoffs, when we're trying to make a run to win a championship, when Jokic is one of the best in the game, you still have an opportunity. Anything can happen in the playoffs. That's the only thing that bothers me.
Well, it turns out that the team's vision, too, despite these drastic measures, remains to win the championship. Team Vice Chairman Josh Kroenke made that clear in a Tuesday statement, saying the decision was not made lightly and was evaluated very carefully. His words made one thing obvious: this shakeup was designed to maximize Denver's shot at the 2025 championship. So what really led to this high-stakes switch? Reports suggest friction between Malone and Booth lingered all season, especially over player decisions. NBA analyst Chris Broussard revealed some behind-the-scenes details of the Nuggets' surprising decision.
So I made a few calls, and here's what I'm told. This has been brewing for a while. Like, the environment in Denver, I'm told, is toxic, or has been. Because the GM, Calvin Booth, who also was fired, as you said, and Michael Malone don't get along. And I've been told weren't even talking to each other, okay? Michael Malone is an old school, hard-nosed coach. And that has rubbed a lot of the players the wrong way. And I'm even told if they hadn't won that championship in 2023, he might have been gone at that time. I'm told the owner, Josh Kroenke, really didn't want to pick sides between Malone and Booth. It's all toxic, so you're all gone. And that's my reaction. Obviously, crazy time to do it. We'll get into what this means for the team and stuff. But that's some of the inside information I'm told.
And like everybody else, Paul Pierce was shocked too, as there's only 1 week to go before the start of the playoffs. Pierce said that Malone's dismissal is the latest in a series of bad moves the Nuggets have made since winning their first NBA championship in 2023, and it may cost them big time.
But to me, it just tells me Denver is not serious. Since they won a championship, they failed to re-sign the players that they had to help them win the championship. They regressed in the role players, and they said, hey, we're just going to plug and play and just hopefully our best player can cover our weaknesses.
Paul also noted that since the Nuggets are still in the running for the top 4 spots, they are wasting a good opportunity to go after another NBA title while Nikola Jokic is still in his prime. The Joker is one of this generation's best players and has the best statistical year of his NBA career. It would be a waste to just give it away by firing their championship head coach.
I just don't get it. This is more going to be a distraction. They could have waited till after the season to do this. If the players had an issue with Mike Malone, cool. You dealt with it this long. You could have dealt with it a few more weeks. And so I just don't get it. This does not give them the best chance to win a championship. And I wouldn't be shocked if Joker demands trade this summer.
The team's inability to maximize Jokic's greatness hasn't just frustrated Nuggets fans, but even former players, including former Pelicans big man Kendrick Perkins.
We're watching Jokic put up 60, 10, and 10, 40, 13, and 12, and taking L's. And I said, and I'm going to leave on this note, I said it yesterday, when you look at the last 4 games, and with the points that they've been giving up, offense is one thing, but they're scoring because Jokic is that damn special. He's going to score buckets, he's going to make guys around him better. We get that part. But when your team, and you have to call out your team time and time again for their lack of effort and their defensive energy, that is on the coach.
The team looked especially weak when Jokic wasn't on the court, which made people question the coaching and roster decisions. Calvin Booth, the general manager, also faced criticism. He made some good moves early on, like bringing in Bruce Brown and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, but later decisions backfired. Losing those 2 players and adding questionable pieces like Russell Westbrook and Dario Saric hurt the team. Trading experienced players for younger ones didn't work out, leaving the roster unbalanced. Other signings like expensive deals for Zeke Naji and Reggie Jackson also didn't pay off, showing problems in how the team was built. Another issue was the reported tension between Malone and Booth. Sources say the two barely communicated and even disliked each other, which hurt the team's management and chemistry. Their disagreements, Malone wanting veterans and Booth preferring young players, made things worse and slowed the team's progress. This Cold War behind the scenes likely made their on-court struggles even worse. Speaking on the fragility of coaching jobs in the modern NBA, Kerr addressed what many in the industry have quietly felt for years. Stability is vanishing, and the rise of billionaire ownership is accelerating the trend. I think one thing that's happened that most teams are now owned by billionaires, big corporations, so we're all more expendable. There's so much more money in the business now. There are pluses and minuses to that. We're all making bigger salaries than we were 5 years ago. But we're all much more vulnerable because I don't think a lot of the owners are that concerned with firing a guy and paying him off to go away. Again, this is a business that we chose and we all love it, but it's not the most stable profession, that's for sure. This shift is a sign of the times in the NBA. While coaching salaries have ballooned, thanks to media rights deals and global popularity, the patience once granted to leaders has evaporated. Today, it's about immediacy. Results must be sustained constantly. The fallout in Denver is still being felt. Nikola Jokic, whose loyalty to Malone is well known, has yet to comment publicly. His reaction may dictate the future of the franchise. Assistant coach David Edelman steps in at the helm, but the shockwaves remain. Firing both men right before the playoffs was a strange and risky move. The owners said they wanted quick improvement, but making such big changes so late in the season could backfire. A new coach and disrupted team chemistry might hurt the Nuggets' playoff chances instead of helping. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more NBA content.